Hey guys, it is Damien here from Hybrid Heroes. Happy New Year to wherever you are in the world. And for being in this group, you're going to get a little bit of exclusive content. I just did a post on social media talking about 3 Hyrox training principles that will have you getting better results, faster, quicker, easier, all of the above. But I'm going to give you guys the full breakdown, okay? I'm going to give you the extended version. And if you really apply these principles, I guarantee you, like, your training will change. Because when it comes to Hyrox, there is so many things that you can do and need to do to master Hyrox. So from a how-to perspective, there's so many things, but where a lot of people fail is just getting the principles right. There's only very few principles, and I'm gonna cover the top 3 Hyrox training principles that if you apply this, right, is not only gonna change your Hyrox training, it's gonna change any training that you desire to do in the future as well. So the first point, right, and this is the most important, you got to have 1 before 2 before 3, okay? So the very first thing that you have to do, right, is you have to set a goal, okay? When it comes to Hyrox, if we just set random broad goals, then what action do we take? So I've been a trainer for such a long time, and some people, always say to me when they first do the consult is, I just want to get a little bit fitter. I want to get a bit fitter. I want to lose a bit of weight. Like, what does that mean? Like, I want to do Hyrox. I want to complete Hyrox, or I want to qualify for the World Championships. Totally different, right? Even someone just being like, I just want to be fitter and I want to do Hyrox is a totally different goal. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to set the goal, and the goal has to be very clear, because then you can understand what action you need to take. So, Hyrox is for everyone, and everyone has different goals. And that's what's so beautiful about Hyrox and the community. So some people might be like, I just want to get complete Hyrox, and that is going to be such an achievement, and that's going to keep me training and healthy. So that goal then means they might only need to train 2-3 times a week, with all their other commitments. But if someone's like, I want to qualify for championships, I want to get on the podium, then training 2 or 3 times a week isn't going to be enough. So see how that is such an important thing that you must define first. And if you're not clear on your goal, then this could be something that really will sabotage your Hyrox training later on. When it gets hard and all the pressure mounts and the event comes closer, you might bail because it just was never really the goal that you were aiming for. That makes sense. Okay, number 2. Once we have a goal, and I've just sort of highlighted the importance of it and what this will then lead to. Because once we have a goal, then you need a plan, right? A plan is like a map. How do we get from where we are now to our desired goal? So without a map, it's literally just getting like dumped in the middle of the desert and then just try find your way home with no compass, no nothing. It's like, which way do we even go? So once we have a goal, so if you're in this group, Hyrox is most likely going to be a goal of yours at some point of the year. So what we want to do is you've got to create a plan. So you got to decide, all right, how many days a week am I training? What do I need to work on? And this is where Hyrox training, it's so individualized, because I might need to do more conditioning and running versus someone who needs to do more strength work. So you got to create a plan that works for you, that's in line with your goal. Without a plan, and this is one of the biggest things that I do see, and what drives me more and more and more to really, keep growing Hybrid Heroes and help people, is so many people don't have a plan. They don't have a structure, or they're just winging it. They're making it up, or potentially as well, they're just doing very random stuff. So they're following a friend's program there, an Instagram workout there. And then what happens is that's like literally trying to find your way home, but just going, north for 50 meters, going south 100 meters, and just going in all different directions. And it's never really going to land you where you want to go. So having a plan, having a structure is going to be a really, really key point there. All right, now number 3, okay? Now, this was like an ordering system. You've got to have a goal first before a plan. But once you got your plan, all right, this, I would say, without this, then the other 2 also do not work. All right, once you have, you know your goal and you create a plan that's going to get you there, then you just have to stick to it. It is so easily said, but it is very hard to do. because when we follow a well-balanced plan, a structure, sometimes it can, over time, especially for Hyrox, you can't just get ready for a Hyrox from zero to completing it in 4 weeks, right? There has to be a level of consistency, discipline, and just steady and slow improvement. The body can only adapt so quickly. Some people are looking for quicker gains. Some people are looking for more variety, right? But this potentially is because there's a lack of planning and they're not connected to their goal, right? So what we got to do is, most of the time we're doing the thing necessary, and you just got to stick to it. It's something that I've learned literally over my whole career, is to stop overcomplicating the system and the process. It's what we do, here at Hybrid Heroes. It's what the top athletes do in the world. I know because I study and I research and I work with these people. And when we look at their training programs and their regimes and what they're doing, it is very simple, but the execution is the hard bit, and they execute it very, very well. So don't ever, if you're not seeing progress straight away in the first week or two, right? Or you're magically not, making all those gains literally 3 weeks, sometimes trusting that process. And an example, we have like an endurance progression in it, but it's a 12-week progression. 12 weeks, with all the studies and literature out there, is the appropriate time to make an adaptation, so to adapt to something. So by science, we know things can take 12 weeks to fully get the full effect. So sticking to it and just trusting the process, having belief in the plan. And this is, again, why as well, why we have this free group. And anyone who jumps on any of our programs, we put myself there, we put a coach there, right? So you can get feedback, ask questions, because if we can't make the program or the plan, make sure you get on the right one, or make you understand how it's connected to the goal, then sometimes, you're doing the very things that are making the progress, that are getting you to where you want to go. But if we don't connect and understand why we're doing it, then sometimes we fall off track. It's a very common thing. So guys, there we go. 3 principles: goal, plan, just stick to it. If you do that, you're going to get an amazing result, and you'll find that it's less work, because you're like, I just did those 3 sessions, I stuck to it. And by about week 4 or 5, I really started to see all that work now progressing my training. And wow, this was so much easier than what I thought, because I was always keep trying to make it new and keep trying to change it, because I thought it wasn't working. So there you go, guys. That's simple. If you want to know, if you want any help with this, you can message me in the group. I'm more than happy. Send me through your current training plan, the overview. I'm happy to give you my 2 cents and my thoughts on it. Maybe I can help fix and tweak yours. And as always, if you want to jump onto the Hybrid Heroes programs, we have programs for every fitness level, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So we have, we try and make them as tailored to your fitness levels as possible. We have a 7-day free trial. The link will be down there below. You can jump on, you can try it out, and you get, again, coach support. But hopefully, even just in this group, we give you enough insights into your training to make some steady progress. So either way, guys, keep training hard, and I hope to see you at the next Hyrox very soon.